So, guys, we are made to believe that Tinubu's hands continuously shaking. Of course, you can see from that. But of course, there's nobody that needs to be told. Nobody needs his soothsayer to know that this man is trying to get his head in shape. But as time goes on, you begin to see that in reality, these are the things happening. But his supporters have not really denied it. But they said if, irrespective of anything, he will still become the president of this country. And that is who they believe. And others don't even believe in him. And one thing is that it's good that everybody pays attention. Of course, those who are supporting him, those who are rooting for him, they don't even care what happens. They will tell you if Buhari could get to Aso Rock, then what stops him? After all, he was one of the people that really helped him. But the same thing people said during Buhari's time when he was to become president. All the details, people say, forget it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't this, it doesn't that. But the worst part of it is that even when all of those things are happening, people are still making excuses that, okay, it doesn't mean he can root from anywhere, he can do this. We know how much like the Nigerian government has spent on him because of all this is. And they don't see bother, they don't see care. These are the same people who told us that once they get to power, that all the ill things happening during PDP era, everything will be eradicated, and that was why they brought this mantra change. But we don't know that, or we didn't know that the mantra change they were talking about is of negative effects, and they want to continue to reinforce failures. In as much we talk about other things that can really disqualify this man, but I believe that the people are still going to bring all of these things up because we have a serious, more serious issues than even what they are talking about. Even in this Saudi Arabia that we saw him, we saw him while he was trying to keep fit and letting the whole world know that yes, contrary to what the majority or especially his critics have been saying, that he's still fit, he's still okay to lead this country irrespective of anything. And I was asking, okay, since he has proven that he has that stamina, he has all it takes to be president, then what else will the supporters even do? Because we saw him trekking. If really he does not have that strength, it wouldn't have been so easy. But we know that it could be a short clip that they just give to us. But that notwithstanding, I have always stood on the ground that there are other prevailing reasons why you can say, oh no, this man cannot go, this one not go. This issue of earth, whatever, it's not enough. And some people tell you that he's too old. Now he's too old, he cannot be this, he cannot be that. All of those things are very important too, but they are not enough. If you really want to say no, this one is not who I want, it's not really enough. But irrespective of anything, just like we've always been saying, those who are still going to root for him, whether because of a selfish interest or what have you, they will still do what they see need to do or still support him. It does not really matter. But the person who really shared this video, especially Reno Mokri, is still talking about this Tinubu shaking uncontrollably, shaking uncontrollably. They are saying, "Oh, Atiku is not the option. Who is not the option? Is Shibaju the option? Is Peter B the option? Is it Saraki? Is it who? People are asking." But they said, if it is Atiku, forget it. That if it is Atiku, forget it. Meanwhile, Atiku is boasting of having already 11 million votes. That was what he said. 11 million votes. And that is where these guys are going to be making mistake. Because 11 million or 12 million votes of Buhari in those days before 2015 couldn't help him. Couldn't help him. So that is why they don't even care throwing all this zoning of a thing into the bin, because they believe that they have the population strength. Unfortunately, those who have that population strength, they cannot use it to their advantage, And meanwhile, it is to their disadvantage because you see every day they are recruiting, they have people in surplus, even the ones they brought from other countries. They have them surplus, recruiting them into banditry, into Boko Haram, and that is what they are using them for. We have them surplus begging on the streets. We have them surplus, you know, they are illiterates. Majority of them are illiterates. So, and that is what the so-called northern elites are using against their people. If somebody is helping you, if it is not out of wickedness, if somebody is helping you, use such people for election. Of course, they know that if those ones are really educated and enlightened, they will not be subjected to all these pack people out and go and vote. At the end of the day, you don't even keep to your promises because you promise them that, oh, things will be better. But at the end of the day, it turns out to be lies. If you really love the people, at least people are giving you what you want, then you do at least to a very appreciable level of development, you give it to them. But unfortunately, that is not what is obtainable, and the people cannot themselves cannot even talk because they've already tuned their mind towards something else. If anything, even the if the force is even coming from the government or from their elites, the people still don't see them as their problems. They see it as, way of life, as they see it as what God has destined for them. All of these things coming back to Tinubu again, all of these things that were told, that were said concerning Buhari, we saw all of them. Even worse things happen, but at the end of the day, people see they're still moving on, but they're just complaining. And that's why it is laughable when you hear northern youth, they call themselves Arewa or whatever, that they are going to march. They are going to have 2 million people that will march against Goodluck Jonathan if he fails to declare to run for presidency, because they believe he is the Messiah, is the one that can really do it. But they cannot march out for insecurity, for poverty, for all the vices happening in their zone. They will not march out, they won't do nothing. So, unfortunately, whatever that happens, be it good and bad, those who voted and those who do not vote, they are going to bear the brunt. That is the issue, and that's the reason why a lot of people are really complaining. They will tell you, because if it happens in a negative way, at the end of the day, everybody is going to be partakers of it. Nobody is going to say, "Oh, I did not vote for you. I did not vote for you, so I'm not going to be part of the problem." That's it.